Bismillah, Alhamdulillah. Maybe you've watched some of my videos on atheism and arguments for the existence of God. That's something that I've done a lot of, but there's a second part to Islam as well. Islam is about la ilaha illallah, proving the existence of God, but it's also about Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, showing that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is really and genuinely God's messenger. There's atheist arguments that cause us to doubt about belief in God, and there's atheist but also many Christian arguments that cause doubts about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Christians in particular, they'll advance accusations that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a warlord, that he was a womanizer, that he was harsh and cruel, that he manipulated people around him for his personal advantage. In other words, the claim is that he's a false prophet, he's an imposter who just made this claim because he wanted to gain something personally. He was selfish, he wanted to manipulate other people. Anyone who knows about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who knows who he was, will find this completely preposterous, completely unbelievable. Nothing could be further from the truth. But the problem is that we don't know who he was, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that's why I'm recording this series on discovering the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm going to show you what he was like with children, what he was like with his wife, with his family, how he was with his friends, how he was with people who believed in him, how he was with people who didn't believe in him. Some of those people were his enemies, and some of those, they took a while to become Muslim, but eventually they became Muslim. Others of them, they never became Muslim, but they were still his friends, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We'll see how he was on the battlefield, that's part of it. But the problem is that right now, the only thing that many of us are studying about the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, are this battle, that battle, this battle, that battle. That doesn't tell us who he was. And unless we understand who he was, the battles don't make sense. I hope that you'll enjoy this series, that you'll discover who he really was, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I know you'll hear many things that you've never heard about before, and I think you'll hear about many things that you did hear about before, but you didn't realize what they meant for understanding who he was, sallallahu alaihi wasallam.